This lesson is to review a few concepts that will come up in the Newsela articles to bring some clarity to what we're learning, starting with systemic racism. The word systemic implies that we're dealing with a system. If we recall from the eyes of oppression, institutional oppression deals with organizations or systems that oppress another group. According to the definition of systemic racism in sociology, from the Newsela article, it defines systemic racism and categorizes that the United States was founded as a racist society, that racism is a part of all its social institutions. The significance of race and racism both historically and in today's world. Next is racial profiling. A good example of racial profiling is how our law enforcement criminalizes subjects based off their race, tied to a lot of rhetoric Trump used to supposedly deport anyone who crossed the US-Mexico border. Like here, he claims that all undocumented immigrants are bringing drugs. They're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. Racial here is in brackets because the article does not explicitly say racial profiling. Rather, it defines profiling as the use of a person's appearance, especially their race or skin color, as a reason to look into whether they committed a crime. The next concept is discrimination, and discrimination is defined as the unfair treatment of a person because of their race, age, religion, or gender. And lastly, stop-and-frisk. Stop-and-frisk is defined as when a police officer stops a person to search him or her for illegal items, like a hidden weapon, seen from the hit you give in the back. Just as I did earlier in this video with systemic racism, on the Collaborate board via Nearpod, post something about the following. Which eye of oppression do you see in these 4 concepts? I hope that was a clear overview of the 4 concepts that we're going to get from these Newsela articles. Once you're ready, move on to the next lesson where we'll dive into some Newsela articles to learn about systemic racism, racial profiling, discrimination, and stop and frisk. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.